Hare Krishna. So as it is said that we cannot see the Dham through our eyes, we have to see it through our ears. So for us to give entrance into this Dham, we have with us His Grace Baladev Pr. He needs no introduction, but for our purification, I would like to introduce him. He got connected to ISKCON in 1991 through his parents. They were already devotees. And in 1995, he got initiated. Then he pursued his education. He did a bachelor's in physics. Then diploma in advanced physics, nuclear energy, and kinematics. After that, he did diplomas in human resource management, software management, business communication. And after his education, he joined full-time ISKCON in 1999 at the age of 23. So he teaches Bhakti Shastri courses, Bhakti Vaibhav courses, ISKCON Disciple course, and other Shastri courses all over the ISKCON. Currently, he is a Zonal Secretary Assistant to GBC, His Holiness Radha Swami Maharaj in state of Maharashtra for districts of Parbhani, Nanded, Jalna and Hingoli. He is a part of Chowpatty's management committee. He is ISKCON Chowpatty's congregation development team and also satellite center coordination team. He is a part of a team which oversees the management of the annual Kartik Yatra, which takes 10,000 devotees to all over the different places. He is a member of the core team of ISKCON India Youth Preachers Association, which is a national body for the youth preaching. He is part of ISKCON Book Distribution Committee, and from last 15 years, he is traveling in India and abroad on invitations. So for the different courses, for setting up youth preaching there, book distribution, starting temple ashrams, and the different educational courses like Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav. He's been to USA, Guyana, Suriname, Panama, Trinidad, Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana, Tanzania, Zambia, South Africa, Malawi, Uganda, Togo, Bahrain, Qatar, Dubai, Oman, Netherlands, Slovenia, Norway, Malaysia, Indonesia, and Nepal. And he is very gracious with IYS. He has a special heart for IYS, and he gives us his association to the IYS Yatra. So we are very, very grateful to have him. So let us welcome him in our traditional style by loudly chanting 3 times.
Hare Krishna. So we welcome each and every one of you here for our IYS Yatra at Srirangam Dham. Srirangam Dham ki jai. How many of you have come here for the very first time? Almost everyone. Okay. So, definitely when you go for a yatra, it's an exciting time to go for a yatra. Yatra jana hai. So we start from our home, right? So some of you are staying in some different parts. We are all from different parts of Mumbai, mostly. Some of you are coming from South Mumbai, someone from suburbs, someone from Kalyan, Dombivli, someone from Sion, someone from Navi Mumbai. Right? You are all from Mumbai. So when Yatra begins, we say, Yatra, we have started our Yatra from our home. And Yatra ends when we finish our Yatra, then take a train and go back to our home, right? That is Yatra. We start from our home, wherever we stay. We go around and come back to our home. So this is IYS Yatra. Or this can be many Yatras like this we attend every year, maybe sometimes monthly. After joining ISKCON, I have been to many Yatras, right? इतना यात्रा तो मैंने पहले भी कभी अटेंड नहीं किया, जितना ISKCON में आने के बाद किया. But there is one more yatra, Jivan Yatra, life yatra. And that yatra also begins from home. Until we go back to our home, that will not end. So that yatra has already begun. And we do not know, we can't trace how long back the yatra began. It began from the yatra, we left our home, came to this material world. And the yatra is still going on in different bodies. And then the yatra will end when we go back to our home. Where is our home? Kalyan, Sayan? Which home? Back to Godhead. Back to home, back to Godhead. Prabhupada knew. We need to know. Prabhupada did not say just Godhead. Prabhupada said back to home, back to Godhead. Back to Godhead means what? Go back. Prabhupada didn't say we should go to Vaikuntha, we should go to Golok Vrindavan. Back to. Back to मतलब फिर से जाना है जहाँ से हम आए हैं. So while we are on a yatra, and for millions of births we are still doing yatra. So Lord Krishna, who is our Father, He wants us to come back as early as possible. Right? Like for example, if the yatra ends somewhere after 3-4 days, and you already told your parents or your friends that I am going to come on Monday or Tuesday, and you don't come till Wednesday, then they will call you, अरे किधर गया? कहाँ गया? कहाँ पर है? वो थोड़ा 2-3 दिन और घूम के आ रहा हूँ मैं. So they will be worried. Why? Come as early as possible. So our Father is Lord Ranganath, Lord Krishna. He also wants us to come back. But how will we come back? Because we are so fascinated. By every step we are exploring newer and newer horizons. So then He arranges for pocket homes, shelters, in this material world, where He makes the same situation as that in the spiritual world, in that place. So when you come to those small homes, you remember, "Are, ye itna beautiful hai. This is so nice, so beautiful." Then someday it will click, "Are, this was my home. I left it." So when you leave home, what happens? You go in train, you go in different places. In train journey, it's very difficult journey, right? In train journey, you have to sleep in the sleeper coach. Sometimes there is a lot of rush there. Sometimes waiting list ticket वाले बहुत रहते हैं, RAC वाले भी रहते हैं. And you can't have your privacy. You can't sleep properly. Prasadam is not on time, because prasad depends on station, and station depends on train, and train depends on how fast it goes. Sometimes you order breakfast and the train reaches after 3 hours, and in that breakfast you eat as lunch. So many inconveniences. So Krishna arranges small homes, pockets in this material world. So when we visit those pockets, it reminds us of our home. Srila Prabhupada compared such places with the modern context as embassies. When you want to go abroad, then you go to an embassy and apply for a visa there of that country. So that country's embassy is in your own country, but when you enter in that embassy, everyone who's sitting in that embassy, the main boss, are all from that country. And even the very structure of that place, the way it functions, the way everything is decorated, the walls, the wall photos, everything reminds you of that country whose embassy is in your country. So Krishna has arranged multitudes of embassies in this material world, so that in our journey, come to this place, such places of embassies, and remind ourselves, "Are, ye to mera ghar hai." Get fascinated. Get attracted to Krishna. Get attracted to Krishna's deity. Get attracted to Krishna's temple. Get attracted to scenery, surroundings, and feel inspired. Ghar jana hai. That is the purpose of yatra. Our small yatra's purpose is to complete the bigger yatra, which we are on a larger scale growing in our journey in this material world. So we have come to one such embassy. This is non-different than Vaikuntha, spiritual world. And since not many of you have not been here, now you will see this fascinating place, Srirangam. This is the oldest standing temple in the history of mankind so far. Largest standing temple which is functioning. There is an Angkor Wat in Cambodia, where there is the largest temple, but it is not functioning. Just now become a masterpiece tourist place. But this is the largest one which is functioning. That means all archakas, the worshippers are worshipping, and there is proper system of worship, management, everything going on. Largest and oldest. Why oldest? Because this deity is worshipped for millions of centuries. Connected with Lord Rama's pastime previous before that also. अगर हम बोलेंगे कि हजारों साल तो हजारों साल पता नहीं कितना है. But if you give a reference, Lord Ram worshipped this deity, then you get a reference. अरे Lord Ram तो त्रेता युग में थे, उसके पहले से चल रहा है. You get an idea about how this worship is going. Oldest, largest temple structure. How big is this temple? This temple is 155 acres. There are 81 temples within the 155 acre, apart from the main temple of Ranganath. There are 21 towers. You know what is tower? Tower is called as Gopuram. You know Gopuram? बड़ा होता है ना, भगवान का टेम्पल के ऊपर जो बड़ा स्ट्रक्चर होता है उसको गोपुरम बोलते हैं. You must have seen some, maybe while coming here, Gopuram. How many of them there? 21. There are 39 large-scale courtyards in this temple. And there are many water kundas, all within this 155 acres. So there are how many walls? 7 walls. And within that 7 walls, there is this beautiful deity of Lord Ranganath. So we have experience of seeing Lord standing. Most of us, we visit ISKCON temple. Krishna is standing with threefold bending fawn. Srinathji is standing. Gopinath is standing. But here you will find Krishna or Lord Narayan is sleeping pose. And is sleeping on the bed of Ananta Shesh. And is worshipped by all the demigods, and his consort is massaging his feet. Huge deity. Nanda Dulalpu was mentioning the other day, a group of devotees had come with him. And they entered to see the deities. You can't see, it's like Tirupati Balaji, you must have experienced line, right? Tirupati Balaji gaya koi aap log? How many of you have been to Tirupati Balaji? So get some frame of reference. Tirupati Balaji, how long you can stand in front of the Lord? As much as you want, right? No. Before you can think how much I want to stand, you'll be out. So Tirupati Balaji darshan means like you enter, the deity is black, it's all dark, some lamps are there, some meager lighting is there. So this deity also is black deity. In front of the black deity there is this Utsava Murti, which is golden, or the deity is a metal deity of Lord. That Utsav Vigraha comes out in the temple courtyard and moves around for festivals. But the main deity, which is a huge deity, is there behind. So Nanda Dulalpu was mentioning that he got some group of devotees and they all came and they saw the deity and they came out. How was the deity? Yes, very nice. They forgot that there is a deity behind the metal deity, which is a big deity. So don't miss out that when you go for darshan today. So when you go in, there is metal deity, but behind that there is sleeping Vishnu deity or Ananta Shesh, who's sleeping like this and watching all of you, watching all of us. So this is Srirangam. There is a fascinating story of everything here. How the deity came here, how the temple was built, how temple was broken, how everything came back again, and how everything is managed super excellent here. In spite of the great state of Tamil Nadu's government policies. Because the controller is Ranganath. Lord Ranganath is controlling everything. So we are coming on a yatra in Srirangam. We, the devotees in ISKCON who are part of Gaudiya Sampradaya, we all go on yatra specifically to those places where Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also went on yatra. Gaura Amara Jesabastane Korilo Brahmana Range Sesabastane Heribo Ami Pranayi Bhakata Sange. So where all Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited, those places I would like to go. How? Alone? No. Pranayi Bhakati Sange. In the association of devotees, when I go, I will enjoy the yatra. We were recently in Udupi and we met some devotees who came for the first time in that yatra, the congregation yatra. So those devotees were from south. So they say, Prabhu, we have been to many temples, many places, but when you come with ISKCON yatra, we feel very nice. Not because prasad is good, not because accommodation is good, but best thing is that when you come to this yatra, we understand our own history. We understand our own culture. We understand how fortunate we are. When you come with a tour package, that रंगनाथ टेम्पल है, इसका गोपुरम है ना इतना फीट है, वो देखो गोपुरम में वो दिख रहा है ना, वो है राम जी का, ऐसा बोल के आपको प्रसाद खिला के लेके जाएगा वो. But when you come with a yatra, especially in ISKCON yatra, then you have to sit and hear lecture first, and then you go for darshan. Very important, because unless we know what we are going to see, we will not understand what we will see. Right? Now you were in the Prasadam hall, right? Bararkiri. Now you are in this hall. Hall, उसमें क्या है? इस hall सब जगह पर है. But someone tells you this hall is very special. You know what? Your father's father's father, his very good friend, he made this hall. अच्छा. Then this hall will make a difference in your life. अरे ये तो मेरे connection में hall है ये. So when you come to this hall, you throw kachra किधर डाल, लेकिन पिताजी का उनका hall है. So you will remove the kachra and put in dustbin. अपना ही hall है ना, connection happens. So I give a mundane example. Anyway, the hall has no connection, at least in my knowledge, no connection with any of your family members. But I'm giving an idea, when you understand a place, then the observation and the connection with the place improves. So before we go for darshan, if we hear about the place, hear about the story of the place, then our consciousness increases, expands. We become more eager. Oh, this is the deity. Hari Bol. Excitement comes. Like today morning they served you pasta. And everyone knows what pasta is. So excitement was there. To come fast also. Pasta and pasta. To come fast and eat pasta. Otherwise, nahi milega to there will be no nasta. So we have an idea of pasta. So we are interested in pasta. And we eat the pasta. आनंद आ गया. फोटो निकाल के भेज दिया है, वो फेसबुक में डाल दिया होगा आप लोग ने. But someone cooks a new dish, South India. Let's say, don't know, puttu बनाया, puttu. Puttu is a very nice dish. आज क्या ब्रेकफास्ट में पुट्टू है? क्या है? You won't be excited, right? So unless you know a thing, there is no excitement. So unless we know where we are going, what excitement will carry? So therefore, in ISKCON Yatras, the best thing is there is sufficient or good amount of knowledge or Shastra explained in form of pastimes and leelas and preparing our consciousness. So we are beginning a yatra, a very important yatra. We may go to Elephanta Caves, we may go to Lonavala, we may go to Khandala, we may go to Aniwala. But when we come to yatra, it is not just a picnic, it's a spiritual yatra. So when you come to spiritual yatra, when you come to picnic, we are in enjoyment mood. In Yatra also we should enjoy, but we should also know we have to encash. कुछ मिलने वाला है ना? So in this yatra, for next 3-4 days, we can be actually advancing in spiritual life. We can become a better devotee of Krishna. We all want to be better devotee of Krishna, right? लगता है कि नहीं थोड़ा अच्छा भक्त बनना चाहिए, बहुत टाइम पास हो गया है अभी. लेकिन हमको ये भी मालूम है कि टाइम पास चल रहा है, महीनों से महीने, सालों साल चल रहे हैं. हमेशा बोलते टाइम पास हो रहा है, अच्छा करना है, लेकिन कर नहीं पा रहे. तो ये 4 दिन में, in this next 4-5 days we are here, there is a chance that we may get that mercy of improving. Because Lord Ranganath is there. He knows 300, 400, all tapori, we all taporis. Mumbai walas, you know. Everyone is excited to know. Pujaris were also knowing that, 400 people are going to come, 300 of them are coming from Mumbai. And they will not be surprised seeing you, because we all Mumbai walas are unique among all. So we all are here to improve something, and then in these 4 days, the way we chant our rounds, the way we do service, the way we sit down and hear, the way we take part in kirtan, will all make a difference to IYS core team, right? Or it will make difference for you. Who will be different? Who will be benefited? Each one of us. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he came here in Srirangam, it is mentioned, he stayed 4 months. How many? We are staying for 4 days only. 4 months. The maximum he stayed in any place was in Srirangam. You can imagine how important this place is. 4 months, Chaturmas was here. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed here. His only activity was he would take bath in Kaveri river, take darshan of Ranganath Swami, and then do Sankirtan, chant and dance here. And everyone was mesmerized seeing the beauty of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dancing in Kirtan. And many of them began to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself has come here. And so many great Vaishnavas have stayed in this place, because this is a very, very important temple in the south. Therefore, this temple is called as Periya Kovil, old Kovil, large Kovil. It is also called as Srirangam Tirupati. Just like Tirupati is famous, so this part of the South India is called as next to Tirupati. Great devotees, like today evening, Nandadulal Post speak about 2 great Vaishnavas from Ramanujacharya Sampradaya, Kuresh and Dashrati. So the great devotee Kuresh, he stayed here for a very long time. Shripad Yamunacharya, the guru of Ramanujacharya, he stayed here and he left his body here. The place where we are staying, Yatri Niwas, from there very close by is Yamunacharya Samadhi also. Ramanujacharya stayed here. And Ramanujacharya also disappeared. His Samadhi is also here. Vedanta Deshika, another great Vaishnavacharya stayed here. Sudarshan Acharya stayed here. Gopal Bhatta Goswami, one of our 6 Goswamis, hailed from this place. He was born here. Prabodhananda Saraswati Thakur, who also is a great Vaishnava from Vrindavan, who wrote many, many centuries back the beautiful book Vrindavan Mahimamrit. He was born here, he stayed here. And in this way, there are hundreds and thousands of Vaishnavas who stayed here. In the Sri Sampradaya, we all are from Brahma Sampradaya. Sri Sampradaya, there are main 12 authors or poets, saints. They are called as Alvars. Of them, all the Alvars came to this place and spent time Kulashekar Alvar came here. Andal Goda Devi Alvar, she came here. Tirumange Alvar has a special place here. Tondrapatti Alvar had also come here. So many devotees, great Vaishnavas, they came and stayed here. Why they will stay here? Great Vaishnavas stay here because they know what they are getting here, what the beautiful darshan of Ranganath is all about. So, I want to take you back to the history of this place. We need to know how the Srirangam temple has come into existence here and the deity of Ranganath, how it came to this place. But before we come to this place, we need to go first to which place, the origin of this deity. So the beginning of cosmos, this universe, Brahmaji was born from the lotus flower on the lotus navel of Lord Narayan. Brahmaji was enlightened by Lord Narayan with the 4 Vedas. Brahmaji sat in rapt meditation, like some of you are sitting now, closing your eyes. In rapt meditation, he was sitting and he was pleading for the mercy of Lord. ब्रह्मा जी को भगवान के खुद नाभि से आए हैं, लेकिन फिर भी भगवान को वो प्रार्थना कर रहे थे. Right? See how great devotees, they connect themselves to the Lord. No one in the history of devotional service, any great devotee has never told, अरे बहुत भक्ति कर लिया आज, थोड़ा टाइम पास भी करते हैं. Right? Sometimes this may come in our life. Chanting हो गया ना, दूसरा कुछ करते चले. But Brahma ji, he is thinking, I came directly from Lord Narayan, but I want to worship him personally. So he begged, pleaded and cried for mercy of Lord Narayan. Lord Narayan appeared, what do you want? I want to worship you because I am not able to see you regularly. I want to see your deity form and worship your deity form. So Lord Narayan personally manifested a beautiful deity and gave it to Brahmaji. And that deity is the deity of Ranganath Swami, whom you are going to see now. This big deity of Ranganath Swami was given by Lord himself to Brahmaji. And not only that, he gave it on an altar. Like sometimes you go and buy deities. They will give you deity, but you have to make your own altar also. Altar बनाना पड़ता है ना, फर्नीचर लेके. ब्रह्मा जी को लॉर्ड नारायण ने डीटी भी दिया और ऑल्टर भी दिया. ऑल्टर क्या था? वैकुंठ से बना हुआ विमान, पूरा गोल्ड विमान, वो भी इधर है. Everything is here. Unbelievable. What was given in beginning of creation, Vaikuntha, Lord said, this is me and I am giving you myself to you to worship. So Lord Brahma worshipped this beautiful deity you are now worshipping. Then Lord Brahma also gave his worship to many other great descendants of him. So Brahmaji's lifetime is how big? Very, very big. We can't even imagine how big is Brahmaji's lifetime. I will give you a little brief of what is the lifespan of Indra and all the demigods, Swargaloka. Our 6 months is their 12 hours. So after 1 year, we say, Happy New Year. They say, Good morning. You can imagine how many long lives they must be living. So Brahmaji, his one day has 14 times the demigods change. 14 bar, give example, Indra. Indra changes 14 times in one day of Brahma. 14 times means Indra is gone, means gone. New Indra has come. It's not like election. It's not like Fadnavis is also there and Shinde is also there and Thackeray is also there. Not like that. After they leave their body, the next one comes. The next Indra comes. 14 Indras in one day of Brahma. And that Indra's life, I just mentioned to you, 6 months is his day, 12 hours, 6 months is night. So Brahmaji is going to worship the deity. Compared to Devalok, it will be like very big. And compared to us, it is super big, not even can imagine also. So Indra told Brahmaji, can I worship this beautiful Lord in my place? So Brahmaji did not mind, ठीक है तुम जाके आओ, because he knew, for me it is 3 minutes only. You go down, for him few years, bring it back in 3 minutes. This is time relativity in Brahma and Indra Loka. So in due course of time, Ikshvaku Raja was also worshipping this deity. And Ikshvaku Raja also has descendants through the Raghu dynasty in Earth planet. So King Raghu once got a chance to see this deity in Indraloka, and he was mesmerized and he pleaded, I want to worship this deity in our Ayodhya. So Indra said, hey, you can't go there. ये अपने पास ये भी temporary है. I had to give back to Brahmaji. So he pleaded. He said, how you got this here? Because you have time relativity. ब्रह्मा जी का 5 मिनट आपका 5 साल है, तो मेरा 5 मिनट आपका भी, मेरा 5 साल आपका 5 मिनट होगा. So there was something like this calculation going on, and then they pleaded and prayed, and Brahma ji came there, and finally Lord Narayan said, it's my wish to go down to earth planet and give my darshan to everyone, and I'll come back within very few minutes, But then few minutes will be how many in ages here, right? So that Viman was bought by King Raghu from there in the direction of Ikshvaku Manu, Ikshvaku to come to Ayodhya. We're talking about Ayodhya nowadays a lot, right? Srirangam has connection with Ayodhya also. So this was worshipped by generations. Dashrath Maharaj worshipped this Ranganath Swami. And to this Ranganath Swami pleaded, please give me some intelligence, some light, some direction. I need to have one child, one son who will take care of this kingdom. He prayed that let my son be like you. So after Putra Kameshti Yagya, Rama, Lakshman, Shatrughna, Bharat, all 4 were born. And then what happened? Later, Lord Ram was worshipping this deity. Lord Ram himself was worshipping Ranganath Swami. So we are really going very back in the history, how old, how ancient this deity is. Someone may say, अरे प्रभु जी हमारे बेस में हमारे deities का जगन्नाथ जी का 10 साल का एनिवर्सरी कब कृपया करके आप आइए. And we are talking about thousands and millions of years this deity is worshipped. Are you all with me still? No? Achha, Hari Bol. One time I asked some devotees in Maharashtra somewhere, आपण सगळे आमच्यावर आहे काय? सगळे हो म्हणाले, हो. मला नो ऐकायला, नो. So Hari Bol. Hari Bol means yes. Now it is yes. Sometimes Hari Bol also may no. Hari Bol. Right? Hari Bol is a word used for everything in Krishna consciousness. In Bhaktivedanta Hospital, I don't know why you're laughing, maybe you already know this. In Bhaktivedanta Hospital, devotees are there and there are non-devotee staff also. So devotees are Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. So the nurses and the ward boys, they are a doctor and patient and doctors and they interact very less with people and but there is a lot of interaction happening with doctor, nurses and ward boys, ayas. So they go Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. So in due course of time, the nurses, they did not know what Hari Bol is. They thought that ward boys are called as Hari Bol in Bhaktivedanta Hospital. So when the main management came to know that this is how they are calling everyone Hari Bol, so let it be. Normally aaya hai. So now in Bhaktivedanta Hospital, the ward boys are called as Hari Bols. Hari Bol. So Lord Ranganath Swami was in Ayodhya, worshipped for ages and ages and ages. Lord Ram went to Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is very close from here. And in Sri Lanka, he killed Ravana. He made Vibhishan the king. And he came back to Ayodhya. Ram aayenge. Came to Ayodhya. Everyone came with Ram to Ayodhya to see Lord Ram's Rajyabhishek. सब लोग आए थे. Bollywood, Tollywood, Collywood, and politicians. We got a glimpse of that now, but that was like those times. They were all from all demigods. Bollywood of Swarga, Tollywood of Bollywood was the Bollywood of Narkaloka, Pataloka. They all were there for Lord Ram's coronation. The Vanar Sena, their whole family was there. Vibhishan also was there. Such a beautiful Rajyabhishek of Lord Ram. That Lord Ram के Rajyabhishek के बाद वहीं पर लोग रहने लगे. Lord Ram had to tell them, Hare Krishna, 2 महीना हो गया है, अपने घर पे जाइए. No one want to go back, send back. Vibhishan did not want to go. Who will leave this place and go to that place, Lanka? So Lord Ram said, but I have done your coronation. आपका राज्याभिषेक हो गया है. You have to go to Lanka. So, no, I can't go. How can I leave you? So you have to go. But how can I live without you? No problem. I will give you myself in the form of this deity. So this deity was told by Vibhishan that you carry on your head and take it on the airways to Lanka. Now what happened during the Rajyabhishek of Lord Ram, many kings also came from Bharatvarsh. One of them was from this place, Dharmavarman. He came and he saw the whole Rajyabhishek. He took the darshan of Ranganath Swami. He was mesmerized. Wow, what a beautiful deity. अपने पास भी होना चाहिए ऐसा deity. He prayed, oh Lord, please may we also get chance to worship you. Great sages who were staying here, they also went for Rajyabhishek. They also prayed, Lord Ram, oh Lord, when we will get chance to worship you? भगवान सबका प्रार्थना सुना. भगवान मेरी भी इच्छा है वहाँ आने की. So when Vibhishan was flying, carrying this big deity on his head with the Viman, he was carrying like this. When he was traveling from Ayodhya to Lanka, this place came between. This place attracted Vibhishan's mind, charmed his heart. So very, very beautiful place because it is already a Vaikuntha here. This place is like an island. There is one main river, Kaveri, which is flowing. When it comes to this place, the Kaveri divides one into two. And then again the Kaveri comes into one and flows. So what it is between? An island. This is Srirangam. So we are on an island, you may not even know also. We are an island between two rivers. The main Kaveri is divided into two. The left is called Kaveri, right is called Kollidan. They again go together, become Kaveri and flow and go to the ocean. So this island was so charming, so nice. Kaveri river, beautiful, pious river. So Vibhishan thought, let me go and let me take bath and do my Gayatri. There are many versions for this story. One version I am telling you. He kept the deities beautifully here. He went, took bath, did some Gayatri mantras, came back. The king who had prayed, he was surprised. Hey, Ranganath Swami has come here. They all came, started worshipping. He said, Vibhishan ji, thoda 5 दिन का festival करते हैं, बाद में आप लेके जाओ इसको. So 5 days festival was there. Then said, Prabhu, 5 days, so many people are coming, let's extend to 7 days, 10 days. Many days have passed. We say, hey, I have to go back to Lanka. Started lifting. The deity which was easily carried by Vibhishan from Ayodhya to this place, Srirangam, was not lifted. Not lifting only. Prayed, oh, Krishna, oh Lord, what happened to you? This is a very beautiful place. I would like to stay here. Oh, but what about me? I will miss you. See, the way I am, you have put me here, my face is, my eyes are looking at south. That is where I am looking, that's your Lanka. So from here, I will take care of your Lanka. I will nourish you and your Lanka. And you come regularly to worship me here. For Vibhishan to come is very easy, right? He doesn't require a flight, train. He can directly come here. So there is officially a festival every 12 years. On that day, Vibhishan comes here. They make a festival. Of course, they can't see Vibhishan here, but they arrange a festival that Vibhishan comes here to worship Ranganath Swami. And since that day, Lord Ranganath has been staying here since Treta Yuga, in this place. King Dharmavarman then made a beautiful temple around the deity. In due course of time, history is very always amazing, adventurous, sometimes cruel. Sometimes you do not even know who, what, why. So history of our India has been always going through ups and downs. Sometimes surge of culture because of great kings. Sometimes destruction because of tyrant Muslim kings. This is the history of India. So history of Srirangam also was like that. Dharmavarman, he created a great culture of worship here for centuries together. Till later, some fanatic kings were there in the region of south who were worshippers of Lord Shiva, fanatic worshippers of Lord Shiva. They said, we don't have to do anything with Vishnu or Vishnu's devotees. So they made stringent rules by which the worship of Lord Narayan everywhere was kind of stopped. Eventually places were forgotten. And this place, in due course of time, this whole area was under Kaveri. Kaveri also knows how to protect the Lord and all. So she covered the whole island with water. In due course of time, she again went away and there was only sand. So one king that time in that region, he came and sat here. Acha laga usko, first class, Chopati beach, sand hai. He came here, but he felt very strong vibrations here. And then he heard a parrot singing beautifully in the local language, shlokas glorifying Ranganath. So why this parrot singing this way? He understood some mystical place. He started digging. And digging, he found this beautiful deity inside the ground. And he digged and he saw this temple here. Dig. Removed, excavated the beautiful temple. And then again the worship began. This is history. Someone may say, ऐसा कैसा होता है भगवान लुप्त हो जाते हैं? For Krishna, there is nothing like this. Krishna can be disappearing and appearing. For him, it's not a big thing. For us, it is a big thing. ऐसा कैसा हो गया? DT को ऐसा हो गया? Krishna knows how to play his role. It's a material world. Material world is a place of temporary features. Comes, goes, remains. Grows, remains, dwindles. So Krishna also goes along with the material feature. When Krishna appeared, he appeared very beautifully in the jail of Mathura, performed beautiful pastimes in Vrindavan. And then Krishna disappeared by an arrow of a hunter. So Krishna could have just gone, but he arranged that he disappears in a particular way. So we need to know when Krishna makes this material world, when he comes himself, he doesn't change the material world. He goes along with the material world. So as deity form also, Krishna comes the material world, he is manifesting his glory. Then after time he disappears. And ages and centuries later he inspires, Hari Bol. Another devotee comes, he brings the deity back. He worships, centuries together, again disappearance. This world is always full of changes, good or bad. In this way, this went on happening till 11th and 12th century when Sripad Ramanujacharya came here And then there was a big explosion of preaching. Everywhere there were devotees. When Sripad Ramanujacharya was here, there are 13 to 14,000 Vaishnavas, families staying here and worshipping Ranganath Swami. And then Sripad Ramanujacharya's preaching expanded, so many devotees became here, preaching in every part of the south, Tirupati, Kanchipuram, Melukote, and all those parts. After Ramanujacharya disappeared, the next few centuries, then there was again a very bad phase. The Muslims attacked. This was in 13th century, 14th century, 1311, when Alauddin Khilji, his general Malik Kafur attacked Srirangam. Everyone ran away from there. What they did was, they can't carry the big deity, so they put a wall in front of the deity. To malum padega nahi kya hai piche. And they kept the Utsav deity in front of the wall. So Muslims thought, this is the deity. उठा के लेके गए, बोले गोल्ड लग रहा है, चलो इसको जाते अपने दिल्ली में लेके जाते. So took the deity and dumped it in Delhi along with all the gold, silver, whatever they could capture from here. Now there was one lady here, she was regularly coming to worship Srirangam in deity of Ranganath. When the deity was taken away, the Utsav Vigraha, she wanted to see where they are taking the deity. So she followed the army of Malik Kafur and they reached Delhi Sultanate. And there she peeped in and saw that amazingly, when they got the whole booty of all these gold things they bought and kept in the room, the Sultan of Delhi had a daughter, and she was a very simple small girl, She saw what is good for me to wear, ornaments new coming. So she wanted to pick some gold ornaments for ladies, they always want to decorate themselves with beautiful ornaments and flowers and all. And she saw this deity of Ranganath Swami. She did not know what is Ranganath. She fell in love with the deity. And she said to her Abba, you take this deity, take this and bring it to my room. This is my toy. So she was able to talk to the deity. Deity was talking to her. And she was offering. Deity said, I am hungry, give me something. So she would offer pav and butter, which Muslims eat. Pav and butter. Lord loved that offering from this lady. Her name was Tuluka. So this girl was watching, अरे भगवान यहाँ पर अपना सेवा अलग प्रकार से चालू कर दिया. She went back, she came back to Srirangam and told the priest here, the deities that they took that girl, she is worshipping the deities in this fashion. Is it? So all the priests went from here to Delhi Sultanate. They went and now they have to please the king. So they went and he said, they have come here to chant some mantras and things for your auspiciousness, king. Oh, very nice, let them come. They chanted all the mantras. क्या चाहिए बोलो क्या चाहिए आपको हम कुछ नहीं चाहिए वो इधर छोटा एक लेके आए वो चाहिए हमको हाँ लेके जाओ. So they were asking for the deity. Now that girl was not there in the chamber. The Vaishnavas of this place took the deity and started walking. They didn't stay also. बोला रहेंगे पता नहीं इसका मन बदल गया तो प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा. They took the deity and started walking again. The girl came back. Where is the deity? Oh, those people came, they made me happy. So I said, what do you want? They said, ऐसा 50 मिल जाएंगे अपने को. मेरे को वो ही चाहिए. She became very upset, started fasting. Okay, the king said, जाओ भागो, देखो कहाँ गए वो लोग. So the Vaishnavas knew very well that they have to run very fast because they can't be going very slow. We never know when this person's mind will change. So they're running, and the king's followers were also running, and this girl also was behind. She also wanted to get back the Lord. Somehow that the army could not reach because the devotees were very expert. They were always not going on the main road, side roads, all those roads. And the king army was, कितना लंबा जाना पड़ेगा, छोड़ दिया, वापस आ गए. But this girl kept on following. And finally, when Lord came here, this girl saw the beauty of the Lord and left her body at the lotus feet of the Lord. The Lord told the priest that she is not an ordinary lady. She is my consort who has come in the form of Sultan's daughter. So she should also be here in this temple. So what is the name of this deity here? Bibi Nachiyar? Tulaka Nachiyar. What is that? Sri Chaitanya Pu? Ranganaikini. Sri Chaitanya Pu, any idea? Turkish. Turk Nachiyar. So just imagine, Turk Nachiyar, they have a place for worship for her also here. Because she is a consort of Lord. So this is amazing story. So the Lord came back again the worship began. 20 years later, another people came and attacked. This time was a very violent attack of Muslim kings. And this was done by, anyways, I forgot the names. One more person came and attacked this place. That was a violent attack. 12,000 devotees were killed here. 12,000. And the deity was taken from this place. All the deities were taken away by devotees. For at least few years, the deities are worshipped in Karnataka someplace, some deities in Tamil Nadu, some in Kerala. And finally, after a long time, it is mentioned something happened that the Muslims had to run away from this place, and this place became very safe. It is said that the Vijayanagara area, Vijayanagar kingdom, Krishna Deva Raya, so that kingdom was formed by Harihar and Bukka. So Bukka had one son. His son was very valiant, and he was thinking, why these Muslims are attacking this particular area a lot? Because the king of this whole area zone was from Madurai, and he was Thanda, Dhila person. So Vijayanagar attacked Madurai king and defeated him. And then this whole area came under Vijayanagar Empire. And then everything flourished. They began putting more beautiful temples, monasteries, gopurams, first wall, second wall. Then after that, third wall, fourth wall, fifth wall, sixth wall, seventh wall. And then just kept on expanding. So this temple has the largest, tallest gopuram, which is around 240 feet tower, which was built in 1987, they say. So anyways, okay. So you find here that after that also there were British rule, Mughal rule. Why did British and Mughal did not break this temple? Later they were thinking, अरे इतना पैसा इसमें आ रहा है, तोड़ के क्या मिलने वाला है? So instead of breaking, they allowed this temple to flourish, so that people come here and give the dakshina, and that dakshina comes to the king. Just like now it's also happening. So sometimes some monuments and some worship is going on doesn't mean that a king is very pious. The king is also very intelligent. Let them do, I will take the money from their hundi. So this is how things are going on. But nonetheless, the worship of Lord Ranganath is going very, very prominently here by the Sri Vaishnavas under the direction of Shripad Ramanujacharya. The beautiful deity of Ramanujacharya is also here. In the next few classes, we'll come to know about Lord, of how Ramanujacharya stayed here, how he disappeared here, and the beautiful life. The body of Ramanujacharya is preserved here. The body of Ramanujacharya is preserved here, and that's what you're going to see in the Samadhi Mandir of Ramanujacharya. So that also we'll see here. There is a beautiful temple of Lakshmi Devi. We'll see that also in our darshans. One very important Vaishnava who also very important mention about him is Tirumangai Alvar, one of 12 Alvars. A very, very fascinating story of his life. He was born in a very far off land from here, and he became one of the military commander of the king in that area. He was very chivalrous, brave. His name was Kaliyan. Some say Nilayan also. So he was so valorous, so chivalrous that he was given one small village, a small place. This you rule, because he was such a nice person, very much loyal to the king. The king gave him one place, you worship this place, you take care of this place. So he became the king of that small place. The capital of that king of the place was Tirumangai. So then people started calling him Tirumangai Mannan, the Lord of Tirumangai. So he liked that name, so he kept that name till the end. This name remained Tirumangai. He became Tirumangai Alvar. So Tirumangai, he was there in that. There one day he saw a very beautiful girl. Young boy get attracted to young girl. So young boy was there. He saw this beautiful girl. This girl was the daughter of a Sri Vaishnava. He was mesmerized by her beauty, and he went and proposed to her. I want to marry you. He said, hey, who are you? He said, I am a Sri Vaishnava. At least you should be a Sri Vaishnava. What it means to be a Sri Vaishnava? Oh, you have to give up all bad habits. You have to put tilak and do Vaishnava Siva. This is our dharma of Vaishnavism. Acha, what should I do? So you become a Sri Vaishnava. We'll see. I'll see you for 1 year. How do you progress? Then I will decide will marry you or not. So 1 year every day you feed 1,000 Vaishnavas prasadam. He said, ban jayega, kar dunga main. Sometimes people give promises like that, na? आपके लिए क्या ज़मीन आसमान एक कर दूंगा. वो ज़मीन आसमान करने में वो भी उसका पसीना इतना बहता है मालूम पड़ता नहीं. So he was feeding every day 1,000 Vaishnavas, but he had limited treasury. So now 1 साल का उसने प्रॉमिस कर दिया है. Now he has to do something. अभी क्या करेंगे? 2 महीने में तिजोरी खाली हो गया. So he decided to do चोरी चपाटी. He became a robber. Night robber, daytime he was the ruler of the province. As a ruler of the province, he would come to know किसके पास कितना धन है, शाम को आके उसको लूटने का. So became a well-known robber. He would rob all the pilgrims going from that area, from forest. He would go in the night. Anyone coming, rob them, and the money would come, and he would feed the Vaishnavas. We should not do all these things, huh? Don't take inspiration from here. But I'm just mentioning to you how Krishna consciousness is so powerful. Yena kena prakarena mana Krishna nishevayata. If somehow or other our mind has to be fixed on Krishna, aisa vaisa kaisa bhi chalega. So this Tirumangai Alvar is a brilliant example. No connection with Krishna consciousness, but got attracted to a devotee girl, and she mentioned, शादी करना है तो ये करना पड़ेगा, उसके लिए क्या क्या नहीं क्या. And from there, his whole idea was, वैष्णव सेवा करना है, वैष्णव ऐसा नहीं क्या करेंगे, चोरी करेंगे चलो. So Lord was also intrigued. ऐसे भी devotee बनते हैं मेरे, चोरी करके प्रसाद खिला रहे. So sometimes Lord also becomes very much fascinated, and he gives special mercy. So one day when he was in the forest waiting for a marriage party to come, because marriage party those days were not going, but there was no train, no bus, no airplane. Everyone would go walking on palki. Marriage would not be in the same village, sometimes different villages. So when we go from one village to another, what happens? There are forests in between. So Lord Ranganath himself came as a bridegroom along with Lakshmi, and their marriage party was going on. So this person, Tirumanga, he came and stopped. Roko, sab maal nikalo. So Lord was asking, kya maal chahiye? Le lo. So Lord was giving everything. He was removing from Lord's body. Sab kuch. He did not know he was the Lord himself. सब निकाल दिया, एक भी रखा नहीं. फिर देखा आपके पैर में क्या है, अंगूठी है, फिंगर. Give that also. Lord, I am trying to remove. निकल नहीं रहा है, तुम ही निकाल दो. So he was trying to pull. सब निकाल लिया, एक ही बचा है, छोड़ देगा नहीं, वो भी चाहिए. He was trying to pull, could not pull. Lord says, रहने दो एक, नहीं वो भी चाहिए, रिकॉर्ड मेरा खराब हो जाएगा सब. So then he used his teeth. Can you imagine? He put the Lord's fingernail in his mouth to remove that He was tasting the lotus feet of the Lord. What will happen? Lord smiled and gave him darshan, completely purified. Whatever was remaining, all robbery, everything gone. One shot, Tirumangai became a great Vaishnava. Tirumangalwar ki jai. And then after that, what he did? He kept stealing? No. He became such a mad devotee of Lord that he traveled everywhere, traveling to 88 temples, composing prayers, writing books. And then he came to Srirangam. He was mesmerized by the beauty of Lord Ranganath. But he saw, the temple is so small here. अरे ये तो वैकुंठ है. वैकुंठ कैसा होना चाहिए? Everything should be gorgeous, big, large. You go to temple now, you see everything is large here. Garud ji bhi bada hai. Lord bade, Garud ji bhi, Viman, gold, everything is big. This is a big place. But the bigness of this place came because of Tirumanga Alvar. He said, इतना छोटा मंदिर है, इतना चीज है, बड़ा होना चाहिए, विशाल होना चाहिए. So Tirumanga Alvar went to all the great rich people here nearby. He said, please give a donation. I want to make big structure. He said, please come tomorrow. We'll give you. When you go for donation, what happens? People say, अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं, अभी नहीं, बाद में आना, right? People are not giving him donations. So he was very unhappy. अरे बोला रे उसको मालूम नहीं क्या पहले कौन था मैं. They are not giving donations, don't know who I was before. So suddenly, out of nowhere, he met 4 friends. They became friends. Each of them had some mystic power. One friend could walk on water. Mystic, could walk on water. One friend could speak nice, so beautiful talk that he could make people spellbound. वो बात करेगा तो ऐसे सुनते पड़ेगा, उसको मालूम पड़ेगा नहीं क्या चल रहा है बाजू में. Spellbound, sweet talk, walk on water. One was expert in opening any lock. कोई भी लॉक, टाटा वाटा जो भी है, सब निकलेगा. टाइगर लॉक या जो भी है, चाइना लॉक भी खुल जाएगा. चाइना लॉक के जरूर भी नहीं, ऐसे खुल जाएगा वो. So all types of lock he would open. And the fourth was, what the fourth one? He could stand on the shadow of a person, the person cannot move. So Tirumanga Alvar thought, now all these people who said, come tomorrow, we'll see later. But Tirumanga Alvar arranged that now we should go and loot them, get the money and build Ranganath temple. So the first guy would go and open the lock. And all the people around that area, second person will go talk to them. So they would be mesmerized, क्या चल रहा है पीछे मालूम नहीं किसी को, चाबी खोल दिया. The third person, if someone comes to know and runs, hey, you would stand on his shadow, then he could not run. The fourth person would take the whole booty and walk across the river on the water. No one can catch him. In this way, Tirumanga Alvar bought all of this wealth and then created this fabulous, huge temple complex. Tirumanga Alvar ki jai. Anyways, we can actually spend hundreds and hundreds of days speaking about this temple, the devotees here, and yet we will not finish, and we will not even have information about them. But one important thing which I would like to ask Baladev Pr to speak is how Yamunacharya, when he passed away, he gave the whole parampara to Ramanujacharya, the finger thing. You at least speak on that, because we have less time. We have to also go for darshan now. So, now this place is very stabilized, very beautifully managed. This is all because, as I mentioned, now the phase is such nice that we can see the great culture of Bharatvarsh coming up. These are great good times of India now. And we are now in a good time. So we should do, when everything is going good, what we should do? We should take full advantage of it, right? Today we can go anywhere and chant, Jai Shri Ram. So these times we are watching in our own life, an amazing transformation happening all over. So many people are coming temples now. Young people are coming temples. I mean, someone has to preach to them. So all of you preach to all people who come temple, make them devotees. Why should only 35, this beautiful IYS Yatra has 35, 40 IYS preachers. But I would say you're all IYS preachers. Is it not? You're not there? So you're all IYS. So how many IYS preachers are there? 236. जो भी 300 ले लो चलो. 300 IYS preachers. You preach. Connect people to Krishna consciousness. Connect Prabhuji to Prerna and Mataji to Chetna. Don't forget that. And in this we will see that how much we can actually do preaching. In this is like a golden period now, I can see. Many of us who are there for a long time preaching, it's the best time for preaching now. It is the worst time of distraction, but best time of also attraction to Krishna. Distracted people, but opportunity of attraction is also abundance. So we are staying in a very wonderful age now, wonderful time. We cannot even imagine when Kafur, Tughlaq and all those people came here, what happened here. We don't want to even discuss that. But those were times people were hidingly worshipping Ranganath. Now we have to go and stand in line. We have to decide कब जाना चाहिए. उस समय जाना चाहिए जब लाइन छोटा होगा. लाइन छोटा मतलब क्या है? यहाँ छोटा लाइन भी कम से कम 1 घंटा लगेगा. This is the level to which how everything is growing in India now. So one very important thing which I also want to speak about this is before we end this class is that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he stayed 4 months here, Mahaprabhu would go every day to take bath in Kaveri river. One day we are also going to take bath in Kaveri river. Please take nice beautiful bath, wonderful. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took every single day bath. And one more thing, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did nice Sankirtan. So when we are coming here and whenever we are going for darshan, we should chant nicely, dance and conduct nicely. Right? People in Srirangam should think, अरे मुंबई से एकदम cultured लोग आए थे. But it's very difficult, right? We also don't know what is culture also. हमको लगता है अपना culture ऐसे ही है. So we behave nicely, conduct nicely, because here all the worshippers are very pakka brahmanas, very nice, aristocratic, pakka, systematic. So when they come and see that all these Mumbai guys have come and they become Vaishnavas, so humble, gentle, nice people, they will be very much inspired by all of us. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed here, every day used to go to Kaveri. On the banks of Kaveri, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would see one devotee there, sitting with Bhagavad Gita and trying to read Gita in Sanskrit. He was not able to read also. His Sanskrit was not good. But day in and day out, every single day, he would read the whole entire Bhagavad Gita, 18 chapters. People would come and make fun of him. Hai? Kitna Gita padha abhi tak? Samjha kuch? They would pull his leg because he hardly knew Sanskrit. But Mahaprabhu saw him every day without fail reading Bhagavad Gita. And then he saw that he was also crying, enjoying Gita. See, if you cannot read something, how can you enjoy? Right? अगर आपको किसी ने तमिल बुक दे दिया, तमिल बुक आप पढ़ेंगे, अच्छा है किताब प्रभु. Right? Will you be able to read Tamil book? Not. But if you read Tamil book and he said, people ने क्या पढ़ रहा है? बोले मेरे कुछ आता ही नहीं. तू इतना क्यों हंस रहा है पढ़ते पढ़ते? तो कुछ बोलेंगे ना, कुछ तो होगा अंदर, क्यों हंस रहा है? तमिल बुक पढ़ रहा है, तमिल आता है नहीं, और फिर भी हंस रहा है, आनंद ले रहा है, कुछ तो होना चाहिए. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, you said you don't know Sanskrit. But what makes you feel joy when you're reading Bhagavad Gita, when you can't understand it? My spiritual master told me every single day read Gita. So I didn't know what to do, but I kept on reading. When I read, I can only see in the verses only one thing. Krishna is standing on a chariot, driving the chariot for his dear devotee Arjuna. Krishna has become his servant. हर श्लोक में यही पिक्चर सामने पीपीटी में आ रहा है मेरा. My mind is showing a PPT of this photo and I am just feeling enthralled, enjoy, mesmerized, and tears of joy are coming. Mahaprabhu embraced him and said, you are the only person who has understood Gita thoroughly. आपने गीता को सही प्रकार से जान लिया है. And Mahaprabhu revealed to him that he is Supreme Personality of God. Lord Ranganath himself came as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was amazed. He said, don't tell anyone, this is the secret. Till Mahaprabhu was 4 months here, he would every day come, same time, Kaveri river, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu take bath, and would take beautiful darshan of Lord Chaitanya. 4 months Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed here. After 4 months, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Chaturmas is over. I am going ahead. All the devotees in Srirangam were attached Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because every Brahmana in Srirangam had invited Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to his house for prasad or for visit. They could not bear separation of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but Mahaprabhu had to leave. Mahaprabhu left, all the Brahmanas, they fainted. They could not bear separation, but Mahaprabhu said, I have to continue, go to some other place and make other devotees also. In this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left Srirangam and went to the other places. So in this way, there are many, many beautiful stories, anecdotes and connections of Srirangam. We hope and pray all of you get to see all these places and wonderfully adore the beauty of Lord Ranganath, who attracted even the heart of a lady in Delhi. So definitely, if we go with that intention, beautiful, he'll attract the heart of a Mumbai boy also. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Ranganath Swami ki jai.